Hello from all of us at the Seattle Public Library. My name is Jessica Lucas, my pronouns are she and her, and I am the Teen Services Librarian at the Northeast branch of the Seattle Public Library. That's me in the top center, and believe me when I say that we all miss you. In this short video, I'll be giving you a few tips about what you can read for some of the squares in the Teen Summer Challenge. This is the Teen Library Challenge sheet to keep track of your reading and other related activities this summer. There are 9 squares and you can choose to do 3 in any direction for 1 drawing entry, or all of the squares for 2 entries. Go ahead and pause your video now if you'd like to take a closer look. Here are a few books I recommend reading for the Teen Summer Challenge. Anger is a Gift is by Mark Oshiro. Moss is a black teenager whose father was killed in police violence. Moss himself feels deep anxiety around crowds and whenever someone asks him about his father's death. Over the course of the book, he goes from a sensitive teen who shuts down during stressful situations to one who is ready to combat the injustices students face at his high school. At school, aggressions against students escalate. Lockers are searched, a black transgender teen is assaulted by a resource officer, and metal detectors are set up at school entrances. Moss and his friends have had enough and they organize a protest with the help of their community. Generally, this book is for 8th grade and up, but if you like The Hate U Give or How It Went Down, you will probably like Anger is a Gift. Themes include evolution of friendship, citizen organizing, social justice, death of a parent, death of a friend, police violence, anxiety, and anger. Challenge square, someone different from you. The next one is a comic book called The Backstagers by James Tynion and artist Ryan Sigg. When Jory moves to an all-boys private school, he joins the stagehands in the school theater because they are the only group that welcomes him. He soon finds out that there's much more going on backstage than prop creation when a 3-eyed rat runs across his toes. There is something else lurking in the rooms behind the backstage. What is going on back there? And can Jory and his new friends save the day? This book is recommended for ages 12 and up. Themes are friendship, mystery, teamwork, and there's a diverse cast of characters, both in race and queerness. Challenge square, read a comic book or graphic novel, read or listen to one title from a series, or read or listen to a story about someone different from you. This next one is also a comic book. All My Friends Are Ghosts by S.M. Viduri. When Effie has a disastrous interaction with her teacher and another student about one of the stories she's written, she runs off into the woods. Deep in her own thoughts, she is surprised to find a group of ghosts hanging out there. From them she learns about the afterworld, the dangerous Lost, and gains some new friends. How can she help them save the Lost and stay alive herself? Recommended for middle school readers, themes include friendship, conflict, teamwork, adventure, and writing fiction. Challenge square, read a comic or graphic novel. The last book on my list is All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. 3 cousins, Beatrice, Joaquin, and Daniel, run an illicit radio station out of the back of their family's box truck. But plans get derailed when strangers come looking for a miracle. The Soraya family is known for producing saints, but the miracles they bestow are often not what pilgrims think they will get. Strange figures wander the property, looking to break into the second step of the miracle that will set them free, but some have been there for many years. Daniel, the current saint of the family, gets himself in trouble, and Beatrice and Joaquin must try to help him survive. Recommended for 7th grade and up. This is a fast-paced and unusual adventure with traditional and fantastic folklore. You will like this if you like surreal fiction, adventure, or modern fairy tales. Challenge squares, fantasy, fairy tale, and science fiction, or someone different from you. One way to watch a true story is to go to one of our streaming services, Canopy or Hoopla, to watch a documentary. Depending on what you're interested in, you can find lots of cool things. For example, there's a show called Curiosity Quest in Canopy Kids that shows how all kinds of stuff is made. In the regular Canopy site, as well as on Hoopla, you can watch Banksy and the Rise of Outlaw Art. It's PG-13 and has great ratings. Check it out! If poetry is not your jam, or you'd rather write than read, here are a few places you can go to listen to poetry or get tips on writing your own. There will be a link in the description so that you can follow these later. If you don't have your library card, or it's blocked for some reason, did you know that you can still access all of these resources if you are a student at Seattle Public Schools? That's right, LibraryLink creates a library card for you, combining 990000 and your student ID number. Your PIN number is the 2 numbers of the month and 2 numbers of the day of your birth. So if your birthday is March 30th, your PIN number is 0330. There is more information on our website along with tutorials about how it all works. Thank you for joining us for the Teen Summer Challenge. There are links in the description if you'd like to learn more about anything I talked about here. Have a great summer from all of us at the Seattle Public Library.